Hello everybody, welcome to my video. Today we are going to be doing your year ahead reading. Now, here's a little warning. First of all, we're going to be doing your reading going by your rising sign. So not your sun sign, not the sign that everybody knows, but your rising sign, because that is the most personal to you. So that's the one that we're going with. If you guys do not know your rising sign, I will put a link down below where you can find your rising sign for free, and then you can come back to this video. So let's see how your 2026 is going to go according to your rising sign. So this is astrology mixed with tarot and oracles. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, we're going to start with the amazing Aries Rising. So for my Aries Rising, we're going to separate the year into 4 different parts, starting with the winter season. So this is going to be from January to March of 2026. So I'm just taking all of your cards here, and we're going to be discussing them in just a second. So first of all, let's just go ahead and get started with your cards here for the winter months. So for January, February, and March, according to your astrology, you're going to be feeling a powerful identity reset. It could even be beginning in December, but it could also be beginning in January. All the way into March, you're going to feel this powerful identity reset, because basically Saturn and Neptune are in your sign, and they're basically going to ask you to redefine who you are, but how you show up, what you stand for. You may be feeling a little bit more quieter than usual, especially for an Aries rising. Most of you tend to be very speak up a lot, but during these months, you're going to be a little bit more reclusive than usual, and you're going to be more introspective. But know that this is a time of rebirth for you. So right now is that time where you're going to feel that identity shift, right? You're kind of reflecting on your past experiences, past struggles. You are going to be even noticing in photos how you were the previous year, and it could even be previous years, months, whatever this is, but you're going to be noticing, like, I don't even recognize that person anymore. You're going to feel like you need a new change in your life. You're going to feel like I need to take a step back, reflect on who I am now, because I don't feel like the person I was 2 months ago, 3 months ago, the year before, etc. Before, you had a huge ego, right? You might have even gotten a little bit more, you probably, for some of you, you were humbled, and that's what kind of started this. But you're basically taking a step back and being like, you know what, maybe my ego is a little too big. Also, money-wise, this is also a time that you're going to be reflecting on money. But know that there is somebody that is really hating on you reflecting on this person. This could be a friend that was so used to going out with you, and they're like, I don't want you to change. I don't want you to be this new person. So be careful with this person. Dust off the old you. Don't let this person stop you from growing, and it is time to love yourself. So that is what I'm seeing for the beginning. That is what I'm seeing for the beginning of the year, my Aries rising. Now moving on to the spring and summer. So during the spring and summer, that is when you're going to be having some mental breakthroughs. So let's talk about what those mental breakthroughs are. So what's going to happen is that your mental breakthroughs are going to arrive in Uranus, and it's going to shift into your communication zone. So where you communicate the most effectively. You're going to be getting new ideas. You're going to be probably, for some of you, craving a new learning path, something new. And for some of you, it's going to be bold conversations. So like January to March, you had a time of reflecting and being reclusive. During the springtime is when you're going to be opening back up. So it is time to shake off your old thinking, really have these conversations with people that you care about, and letting them know, like, hey, I've changed, I have new passions, I have new ideas, I have I have a new persona. I have a new identity. Your voice is going to become sharper because you're going to be more truer to yourself. And you're also going to be a lot more honest. As an Aries, you already tend to be very honest. But now it's going to be better, better recepted, or what's the word that I'm looking for? Like when people appreciate it more than in the past. So for some of you, I see Six of Pentacles. So you're going to be giving. So Six of Pentacles, it usually tends to be like money. Pentacles is all about money. It's all about material wealth. But for you specifically, because this is in your communication zone, I want to say you're going to be more giving knowledge, your wisdom, things that you know, pieces of advice that people are going to genuinely appreciate. Now, for some of you, you might be in a relationship that somebody's going to be like ignoring, like you're going to be wearing rose-colored glasses. Okay, so for some of you that are in, you might be getting into a new relationship. You might be becoming more, you might find somebody that you're very interested in. You might be wearing some rose-colored glasses. And just know that that is normal for the beginning of a relationship. You're going to be feeling very intimate, very pleasurable with this person, and it's going to make you feel good. Now, with the rose-colored glasses, I don't think this is entirely negative because you are getting something positive out of it. So these are for the people that are not in a relationship. You could be getting into a relationship during the springtime, and you're overall just going to feel more happy. Yellow, I'm seeing happiness. Right? That's your solar plexus. Overall, you're going to be feeling more confident, just more optimistic about life in general. So that's what I'm seeing for your springtime. Now let's get into your summer months. So this is going to be like summer to early fall. So this is going to be July, August, September is the months that I'm seeing for this. So basically during the summer months, Jupiter is going to move into your creativity and romance sector. Yes, which is perfect because for some of you, you might be getting into a new relationship. Oh, sorry, this is for the fall. You might be getting into a new relationship during the summer. So this is when it's really going to blossom. So for some of you, I see two different suitors for some of you. And for some of you, I see like, this could just be overall just one matching energy. But I see somebody that is really good at communicating with you. Somebody that is driven, somebody that is ambitious. This could also be, and I also see maybe some, the friend that might have been a hater during the beginning of the year. They could kind of be upset with you and being like, you're not the person that I remembered. And that's when it's fully going to come out into, it's fully going to blossom. But you know what? You're going to be doing your own thing. You're going to maybe have a decrease in friends, maybe kind of take yourself away from the people that you know that you have outgrown. But overall, you're going to be happier. You're going to be working on passion projects, creative projects. You're going to be really having a lot of fun when it comes to creativity, maybe even embracing some new hobbies, and for some of you, some romances that are blossoming for you. So that is what I'm seeing for you during the summer. Now for the fall months, right? So this is like late fall, early winter. So this is October, November, and December. This is what I'm seeing for you. So basically, during late fall to winter, so October to December, relationships and collaborations are basically going to come into focus during these months. You're going to be learning how to balance out your independence with your intimacy and choosing partnerships that align with your new identity. So you're going to be joining new groups. You might be joining, if you're interested in writing, you might join a creative writing group. If you're interested in, a brand new hobby, painting, even books, then you might be joining a book club, really finding your people towards the end of the year, because this is when you're going to know, like, okay, for sure, this is the new person that I am. I am no longer the old person. As you can see, there's like butterflies everywhere. So just know that the previous year, 2025, was your cocoon phase. It was the phase where you were facing troubles. You might have been facing a lot internally, externally, maybe even both. And 2026 is going to be the year that you fully blossom and you become this brand new person that you were meant to be. You're going to realize that you had everything in you all along, and you're not going to be so like, you're not going to be leaning towards the ego like you used to. For some of you, you could even be becoming more spiritual. For the Five of Pentacles, I'm seeing, again, not really necessarily material, like financial things. I'm seeing more stepping away from the people that no longer serve your new lifestyle, people that do not accept you anymore, people that are just like, I don't like this new you, that they don't want to grow with you. So I see you stepping away from those. You guys, you might be, overall, you're going to be really happy, but there might be times where you're going to be a little upset. Like, why couldn't this person accept me the way that I was? I don't really see anything for relationships. So I think, I don't see anything negative. I don't see anything positive. I didn't pull anything. I can pull something to see if anything comes up for you guys relationship wise, because it seems like this is also a year of relationships. So, okay. So I see home, moving in, buying a house, stability. So I see you finding the person that you are meant to be with, because you have fully embraced the person that you are meant to be. So you are going to find your person next year in 2026. For most of you, for some of you, most of you, you are going to find that person that you are meant to be with. This is a person that you might be moving in with. And this could also be represented. This could also be representative of the Five of Pentacles as well, because we have flower, flower. So this could also be maybe struggling a little bit to find that kind of balance in between this person moving in now and then your lifestyle, how you do your money, how you run your money, and then how they run their money, and kind of figuring out how to merge the two together. That's what I could also be seeing for you. So overall, just a very positive year. Brand new relationships, brand new friendships, brand new growth for you. This is literally going to be the year of personal growth for you, my Aries rising. So congratulations. It's going to be an amazing year. So that is what I see for you, my Aries rising. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell to be notified when I post. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my Taurus risings. So if you are a Taurus rising, this is going to be your reading for 2026. So let's go ahead and start with the winter to spring month. So this is going to be January, February, March. And this is what I see for you during those first 3 months of the year. So we have the King of Wands, Page of Wands. I'm also going to be looking at your astrology for what's going on during the year as well. So during the first 3 months of the year, you are going to, it's basically going to be a year of you releasing old stuff, old patterns, and you're going to begin a new phase in your life, but quietly. Saturn is basically going to move into your subconscious sector, which is going to be encouraging some deep healing, and you're going to be feeling the more urge to rest, and also spiritual closure. So old cycles are going to be ending behind the scenes as well. So for some of you, I see that you tended to be an overthinker. You could have had a lot of anxiety. You could have constantly been feeling intimidated, threatened, bothered. You might have even had been a little bit of a hothead, but no longer. You are going to be breaking out of that during the first 3 months of the year. You are definitely going to be stepping more into your confident era, but doing so, like I said, quietly. Also, you might have also, like Aries rising, you have like a kind of a similar vibe as to what they were going through as well, because it seems like you also are going to go through this phase where last year you're like, I am not that person anymore. You're going to notice that you are growing from that person that you used to be in a positive way, in a very positive way. For you specifically, I see more mentally. This is going to be your year of mental health, and it is going to be starting from January, February, and March. I'm sorry. And also, even though you're going to be more of a quiet person, you are still going to constantly be getting offers to go to parties, to go do this, to go do that. Doesn't mean you're necessarily always going to take it, but there's definitely going to be a lot of social opportunities for you during the first 3 months. You just might not take them because you're feeling a little bit more reclusive. Now let's talk about your spring. So this is spring to summer. So this is April, May, and June. So these are some cards that I have pulled for you. I will also go over your astrology for that time. So during April, May, and March, this is basically a time that Uranus is going to leave your sign. So you're finally going to be able to stabilize your sense of self, okay? You're going to feel a completion when it comes to some sort of personal growth. Like I said, I feel like this is going to be your year of mental health for sure. So I feel like this is definitely your mental health is definitely going to be improving more and more and more. And the World card is kind of like a closure, a final step, coming full circle and being like, you know what, I can break out of these constant negative thinking patterns that you were probably encountering last year. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect. There are going to be times, nobody's perfect, but you're definitely going to improve so much, and you're going to finally be able to see it. So also what I see for you is some financial innovation. Yes, you're going to find new ways of earning money or valuing yourself. So basically, what I see for you is definitely discovering a new way to make money. So whatever this is for you, this could be a new career change. This could be picking up a new hobby that you're figuring out can make money. This could be a new area of education that potentially one day you could be making money off of. But there is definitely going to be some sort of financial drive for you during April, May, and June. Also, I see stability. So I see you, stability and balance. So I see you finally being able to balance off financial, mental health, family, life, and being able to fully be almost in the present moment. It's not you're not always going to be able to be in the present moment because life happens, but I feel like overall this is just going to be a very positive time for you. Now, let's talk about the summer to early fall. So this is the months of July. This is the months of August. This is the month of September. This is what I am seeing for you during these months. So, what I'm seeing for you is basically summer is going to be, you're going to have an overall great year because summer is going to be the time that you shine because Jupiter is going to basically bless your home and family life. Moves, renovations, emotional healing, or reconnection with loved ones bring a sense of security and warmth to you. So like I said, you have had this long journey, right? You have had this long journey of your mental health that you could have been struggling with, but you are nearing that mountain. You are still continuing to climb. There are going to be times where, yes, you are going to struggle. There are times where you're going to slip and you're going to be like, fall back into your old patterns because like I said, nobody's perfect, but know that you're still going to continue climbing no matter what. And finally starting to be able to shake off the things that were keeping you behind and keeping you back before. Just know that you are divinely protected. Whatever this means to you, this could be whatever religion you follow. This could be your spirit guides, your higher self, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in. But know that you are being protected on this path of growth. This is also going to be a time, I'm saying this is going to be July, August. So August is going to be a time where you are going to be starting something new. This could also be, like I said, you were thinking about financial things. This could be a time that you're embarking on that new financial journey. For some of you, I'm seeing more creativity. I'm getting dressed. So dressing differently, doing your hair differently. But for most of you, I'm seeing dressing differently, like feeling more confident. And so being able to wear things that in the past you were not able to wear, you were too afraid to wear, and finally embracing your full self because you are overcoming that anxiety that was holding you back from being your truest self. Like I said, also Ace of Wands. So new creative opportunities for you are going to arise from you basically stepping into your confident era. So that is what I see for you during the summer and early fall months. Now, lastly, closing off the year. So during October, November, and December, this is what I am seeing for you. My amazing Taurus risings. So I'm seeing quite a few things for you. Okay, so you are going to have some opportunity. But you know what? You're in this new phase of your life where you are going to know what you deserve. For some of you, I see an ex coming back up because we have the lovers, but more specifically, we have ex-lover memories, learning from the past. And somebody might pop into your life and be like, you know what? Hey, I miss you, Bertha. Not that your name is Bertha. I'm just making that up. That just came to my mind. So, but you're going to be like, you know what? Maybe I should give this person a chance. You might have some conversations with them. They might speak the truth, and you might be like, oh my gosh, it was great. Like, this was an amazing opportunity. Please be careful, because this could be like you are going to be so focused on the positive of that previous relationship that you are not going to be you're going to be wearing kind of those rose-colored glasses and not really seeing what the negative side of the relationship was. Forces things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want. This is somebody that is going to love bomb you. Please be careful. Please don't let them take control of you, because we have right here codependency, control, boundaries, addiction. Do not let this person back into your life. Please be very, very careful. For most of you, I feel like you're going to know that you deserve better, because the sacred temple, I'm getting my body is a sacred temple. I am a sacred temple. I deserve better than this. This could even be, even if it's not a literal ex coming back into your life, this could be you healing from this. Finally doing your shadow work, because, the time of winter, late fall, that's the time that we kind of do our shadow work. The days are shorter. So it's the time that we kind of start to reflect on our subconscious, on what's going to happen. And I see that for you when it comes to this. Also, for your astrology, it's also going to be a time of career transformation, and it's going to continue slowly but powerfully. So this could be the Two of Pentacles that's coming up, where you have like two choices. This could be two job offers. This is also a time that you're redefining success, what success looks like on your own terms, and being able to step into your long-term authority. So like I said, it's career transformation that is increasing slowly. So you are taking the steps to get there to your financial freedom, whatever this was that you were working towards during the earlier parts of the year. So that is what I'm seeing for you, my amazing Taurus rising. I hope you guys liked this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell to be notified when I post, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. My amazing Gemini Risings. Hello, hello, hello. Let's talk about how your 2026 is going to go. I separated these by the seasons, basically. So this is going to be what is happening for you during the winter months. So January, February, March is what I am seeing for these. We're also going to be talking about your astrology and what's coming up for you in your astrology during the whole year as well. So let's go ahead and just get right into it. So during January, February, and March for you, my Gemini rising, your money and your self-worth are going to expand, okay? This could be sometime during January, February, March, those first 3 months. You're basically going to start recognizing your value and learning how to receive more, both financially and emotionally. Okay, so this could have come from maybe in 2025, you did not have the best of luck when it came to finances. Maybe you were spending too much. Maybe you weren't working enough. Maybe you just did not want to work. Maybe you are realizing that you are not making as much as you need to be to live your day-to-day life. but that's basically going to come into perspective for you during the early months. And we have the Hierophant. So this is all about this could be a new educational opportunities. So having some sort of course that's going to guarantee that you make more money. This could be going back to school. This could be even learning a new skill that's going to help financially for a new job that you want to get or career that you want to obtain. But I see some sort of higher education, maybe finding a mentor, something that is going to overall help with your finances. So I also see, because this is also a time where your self-worth is going to expand, I see you focusing on your mental health as well. Maybe you spent a lot of time, maybe you were a troll, or maybe this is a person that could have trolled you, or maybe this was a person that was spying on you. I feel like I see troll, I'm hearing troll, you were a troll, somebody was trolling you, and you're kind of like, it kind of affected you, but you're going to kind of take a step back and you're going to be like, no, I don't want to be that person anymore. No, I'm not going to let this person affect me anymore. And for some of you, I see that you are going to have a new partner, or if this is you, the loving man, then you're basically going to be ready to show up for your partner. I see somebody confessing their love to you as well, so stay tuned for that, because somebody's going to be confessing their feelings or appreciation for you. This doesn't necessarily have to be romance, but somebody's going to be like, you know what, I appreciate everything that you've done. I'm appreciating that you're realizing this and doing this. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you no longer, you want to take a step back from social media. That's also what I'm seeing, is taking a step back from social media. Is maybe you were spending too much time on social media and you are going to use that time to get a new education, find a mentor, so that you won't be broke anymore. That's also what I'm seeing. So not necessarily fake accounts for all of you, but just overall like taking a step back from social media and being able to put this energy that you were wasting into something that is actually going to guarantee success, happiness, and, overall more optimistic things than just doom scrolling. So that is what I'm seeing for you during January, February, and March. My Gemini risings. Now let's go ahead and go into spring and summer. So this is April, May, June of 2026. So these are your tarot cards that I pulled for you. I always pull things ahead of time because then we would just be here way too long will I pull everything. So for spring to summer, right, we are seeing that Uranus enters your sign. So this is going to be a time of personal reinvention. This is going to be some sudden changes to identity, appearance, or direction may occur. Freedom also becomes non-negotiable for you. So maybe you could have been, if you are in a relationship where you are feeling controlled, right? This could be you breaking up, separating yourself from this person, or releasing them because you no longer want to be this controlled person. You're finally going to be able to find that strength to leave this relationship if you feel like you're in a controlling relationship. This is also just going to be you finding your self-worth. This is also going to be you being like, you know what? I don't want to be stuck in this mindset. I don't want to be stuck in this space. And for some of you, that could be opening up a new opportunity for a relationship. This could even be you for some, okay, I'm literally seeing relationships all over the place, but because quite a few people are going to be watching this, for some of you, I see separation to get strength. For some of you, I see a relationship that is blossoming. And for some of you that are in a positive relationship, I see you guys opening up more, taking risks, courage, and really opening up to this person, because you're going to realize that era of being upset, of when you were feeling more stuck, is going to be over during the early spring/early summer months. Now, let's go ahead and get into summer to early fall. So this is going to be July, August, and September of 2026. So pulling all of your cards, quite a few cards came out for you. So is this spring, summer? No, this is summer, early fall. Sorry. So summer, early fall. So July, August, September is what I'm seeing for you. So this is when Jupiter basically boosts your communication. You're going to be writing, you're going to be learning, you're going to be networking, your ideas are going to be spreading fast, and the right people are going to be listening. But you're also going to be having a lot of fun and making memories doing it. So I see for you guys, like I said, Ace of Swords, this is all about communications, networking, finding your people that you are going to want when it comes to finances. This is definitely going to be your year of finances. This is going to be you stepping into a new career, you realizing what you want to do with your life. And this is going to be something that people notice. For most of you guys, I feel like this is going to be a career, a job, financial situation that requires people to notice you. For some of you, this could be social media. So instead of doom scrolling, maybe being like, you know what, I'm going to make the content this time, and flipping it on its head, because this is a time where Jupiter is boosting you in writing, learning, networking, right? So basically networking, getting on social media, making these new connections, realizing what you want to do, and people's eyes are going to be on you. And this is something that you're really going to enjoy doing. Now let's see for your fall months. So this is late fall, October, November, December of 2026. This is what is coming for you, my amazing Gemini risings. So for you guys, I am seeing that some friendships and long-term goals are going to be maturing. You're basically going to be choosing your community, your people with intention, and you're going to be stepping into some sort of leadership role, right, within groups, which makes sense because the Queen of Swords is all about mental, this is all about communication. So you're going to be stepping towards some goal that's going to require you to speak. Maybe this is from your social networking group, and you're going to be like, you know what, I have an idea. You're going to be the one that's going to kickstart that. But I'm also seeing that this can also be a leadership, like speaking position is also what I'm seeing. You're gonna find your people, like I said, family, friends, and guides. You're gonna feel very connected to your people. These are people that you are meant to be with. When it comes to guides, I am seeing your friends and family. So these are spirit guides that have already reincarnated and are stepping into this life with you, coming into your path because you have some sort of spiritual tie, soul tie to them. But just know that this is meant to happen. This is also going to be a time where, again, you're going to continue to be learning something when it comes to your finances. But know that even though you are stepping into this leadership position, this whole networking thing is just the beginning. You just have to have patience because it is coming. It's just not coming in 2026, but it seems like you are going to have patience for it so you can get to where you want to be. That's what I see for you, my amazing Gemini risings. If you liked it, please hit that notification bell, turn on that notification bell to be notified when I post. I will see you in the next video. Bye. My amazing Cancer risings, welcome to your 2026. Let's see what is in store for you. So first off, we're going to separate it into different seasons. So we're starting off with basically the winter / spring, early spring season. So January, February, March, the first 3 months of the year. This is what I see happening for you, and a lot came out for you, okay? Cancer risings, a lot came out for you. So what I'm seeing for you during the first 3 months, and this is probably why, it's because Jupiter is basically going to be in your sign, which is why all of this is happening, and this is all positive, okay? So this is going to be the time that Jupiter brings confidence, right? It's going to bring confidence. It's going to bring growth, personal expansion. This is going to be basically your main character energy season. So say yes to any opportunities that arise. You are definitely going to be feeling more confident. You are going to be feeling stronger, more courageous. You are going to be having some opportunities either with finances, talking to people, partnerships, or even just social situations and like some sort of like social media thing is also what I'm seeing for some of you. You were having stuck energy in the past, but you are finally going to be breaking out of it, and some new beginnings are going to be happening for you. So that's amazing. So much positive energy. You're definitely going to be stepping into your main character era during the first 3 months of the year, which is absolutely amazing. So let's go into your spring/summer. So this is going to be April, May, and June of not of this year, sorry, of 2026. Well, I guess it would be this year, right? Would it be this year when I'm posting this? I think it will be. So this is what I'm seeing for you. Basically what's happening during the spring, summer. So like I said, April, May, June, I see some career responsibilities that are increasing as Saturn basically moves to the top of your chart. You're going to be building something meaningful when it comes to your finances, right? Even if it does feel heavy at times. So there are times where you are feeling scared. There are times where you are feeling upset. Maybe there are times where you feel like maybe I should ignore my responsibilities. Maybe there are times, maybe there's a lot when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your career, that you're feeling kind of stuck at, that you're feeling kind of scared about, but because you've been patient, you've been working hard, and you feel like, what if it's not being noticed? What if it's not being, what if people aren't noticing my hard work? What if people aren't noticing my hard work? But let me tell you, you are being noticed. Continue to have hope, because good things are coming. Good things are coming for you. Now, let's talk about your summer/early fall. So this is July, August, and September of 2026. Why do I keep struggling to say 2026? I think it's because we're just not used to saying it yet. It's a brand new year, so we're still kind of like, what is the year? What is the year? So this is what I'm seeing for summer/early fall. So July, August, September. I'm seeing financial growth for you. Some stability also becomes the focus. Jupiter is going to be also increasing your income, your confidence, and your material security. So you are going to have a lot of that. But to be honest, the main focus that I'm also seeing for you is the Lovers. I see the Knight of Cups. This is somebody that's very charming. This is somebody that is very swoon worthy, that knows how to talk to you. And you might be feeling some type of way with this person, right? Be careful, because this person could be insecure. This person can make you jealous. Be careful. Pay attention to the red flags, because they don't necessarily have to be a good person. This could be somebody that is a negative, or just simply not meant to be with you, if that makes any sense. Like, this is not your person, so please be careful. You might get hooked if you don't realize that this is happening. So please don't wear those rose-colored glasses. And like I said, when it comes to your financial growth and your stability, you're going to be very aware of that. You're going to be very confident. You're going to be like, okay, I got everything that I need. And you're going to be feeling overall more spiritual, because you're more aligned with your path that you're meant to take. Now, let's talk about the late fall/winter months. So October, November, December. What is happening during October, November, December? I like that we got the star twice during your reading. So home and belonging are basically going to be redefined. You're going to create some emotional safety on your own terms. So like I said, you are stepping once again into your main character energy, knowing that you have that strength. You're also going to be feeling a lot more hopeful. So whereas you were kind of like, I don't know if I should continue this during like the earlier months, you're going to be like, no, this career path, this whatever that it says to when it comes to finances, you're gonna be like, no, I see that I'm getting somewhere with it. Yes, it is a long road. Yes, you have had to fight through and through for this, right? But you are finally going to be manifesting what you want, and I see it coming more in 2027 than I'm seeing in 2026. This is more of your era of like stepping into your confidence so you can have the material things that you need in 2027. And yes, the material wealth is going to come, but 2027 is when you're really going to kind of ascend. Know that this is where you are meant to be. Your spirit guides are going to be guiding you, and know that you might be having, like I said, so 10 of Swords, this is all about some insecurity, some sadness, some anxiety, some depression that is kind of coming back. But know that you can break out of that, and know that your spirit guides are bringing that up for a reason. Yes, it is going to be coming up for you, but know that it's coming up because it's meant to be healed, right? So that you don't stay stuck. So I see that becoming October, November, and December becoming more of like your shadow work months as well. So that is what I'm seeing for you, my amazing Cancer risings. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this reading, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell to be notified when I post. I post twice a week usually. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, hello my Leo rising. So if you are a Leo rising, this is going to be for you. So I separated your reading based off of the season. So we are starting with the first 3 months of the year. We're starting with January, February, and March. So this is what is coming for you. So as far as astrology goes, the first 3 months is going to be kind of a reflective spiritual season for you, as Jupiter is basically asking you to rest, heal, and prepare for the coming year. And not everything needs to be public yet. So for some of you, you guys could have been facing a lot of darker thoughts during 2025, and also like consciousness of lack. Maybe you're feeling like, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough for this. I'm not pretty enough for this person. I'm not something when it comes to your lack of like confidence, self-confidence, also like just mental health in general, and that was holding you back a lot during 2025. This could also be like, I'm not good enough for this career, whatever it is, but it basically caused this kind of downward spiral where you felt like you are not where, you know, you're at the very start of a very long winding road, when that is not the case. Okay, this is going to be definitely, you might have been in a position in 2025 where you had to stand up and fight for something, and that might have been what kind of took this turn. Maybe you were fighting for a career, maybe you wanted something and you're like, maybe I'm not good enough for this, because you kept getting a lot of backlash. But know that, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is coming, so times are going to be changing, and this is more at the beginning. 3 months are going to be you kind of loving yourself. Knight of Cups, I see this as a very charming, loving person, but for you specifically, I'm seeing more of like, I am learning to love myself in this era. I am learning to kind of start to let go of these things. It is going to be rough. You are definitely still going to be facing it during the first 3 months, but it's going to be kind of when it's been put more in your face and you have no choice but to kind of confront those negative things, right? It's going to be that time where you're like, you know what, I can't continue with these things. I have to learn to let go. Now let's go ahead and get started with your spring months. So this is going to be April, May, and June. So spring months, early summer. I see for you, your belief systems are basically going to evolve. I see travel happening for some of you, which makes sense with the Chariot. This is literally like she is traveling this way, that way. She can't figure out where she wants to go. This could be you planning to travel, right? And some sort of spiritual study brings maturity and clarity. So with this Eight of Pentacles cup, this Eight of Pentacles card right here, Pentacles, like I said, is usually about material wealth, finances. For you, I feel like this is you getting into some sort of spiritual study for some of you. Maybe you guys are interested in Wicca. Maybe you guys are interested in herbalism. You are going to be embracing some sort of new spiritual path, and more specifically some sort of grounding spiritual path. So like herbal things, Wiccan, paganism, I am seeing like hedge witch, kitchen witch, learning to cook intentionally, learning to give your body things where you are more aware of it, or some of you meditating, yoga, things like that, things that are more grounded to this earth. Also, for some of you, I am seeing, like I said, educational opportunities for you that could eventually gain you more finances. This is also a time where you are, like I said, kind of taking charge of your life when it comes to your mental state. So like I said, the first 3 months you had a lot of negativity, a lot of things that were kind of holding you back, but you are finally going to start to be able to break through with that. You are going to retire how you were feeling previously and finally being able to embrace your new self. And I feel like that spiritual connection, that spiritual path that you want to go down is going to help, or even planning whatever this travel trip is for you. Now let's talk about the like summer, early fall months. So this is July, August, and September for you. So this is what I'm seeing for those months. So a lot of things, a lot of things for you. Definitely. I am seeing like this is the time where like Jupiter is basically going to be entering Leo. So your personal glow up is going to begin. You're going to be feeling more confident, visible, and opportunities are going to be coming to you because of this. This is basically going to be one of your biggest years in this decade. So definitely more confident. I see some of you, a lot of you guys actually embracing a dietary change. So changing the way that you eat, being more mindful of what you're putting into your body. For some of you, I see you guys actually finally traveling, which is amazing. And I see you guys realizing like, oh my gosh, I am amazing. Why didn't I realize this? And I see nostalgic things coming. So people in your past having some amazing opportunities with your family. I am also seeing you learning from somebody in your family that is going to also help boost this. Maybe somebody overcame a very similar situation that you were going through when it came to like your mental health and like struggling in the beginning. And it's going to help you basically branch out and become this confident person. And I see you leaving to travel. I see you guys leaving your past behind, your old self behind, leaving the negativity behind, and finally embracing who you're truly meant to be. And when it comes to travel, know that this could be metaphorical travel as well as you're traveling into a new phase of your life. Now, lastly, for the end of the year, so this is late fall / winter months. This is October, November, and December of 2026. I'm seeing the Knight of Wands. I'm seeing the Knight of Swords. I'm seeing family, and I'm seeing emotional healing, self-growth, and single. So for some of you, you could be going through, you're going to be single, but you're going to be happy about being single. Like I said, during the summer months, you're going to get closer to your family, and that's going to continue on towards the end of the year. For some of you, I literally see you guys getting a new pet or becoming closer with your pet. And also, I see you guys, this is the Knight here. We got Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords. So literally you taking action. The Knight is all about going forward, moving forward, taking action with your life. So this is you healing from emotional things from your past that were holding you back. This is you being able to take a step back and seeing the mountain that you overcame. This is you finally being able to move forward when it comes to your mental health and maybe even getting into some creative endeavors as well. So that is what I'm seeing for you, my amazing Leo risings. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell to be notified when I post, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, my amazing Virgo risings. This is what I am seeing for you for 2026. So I separated this by the 4 seasons. So this is going to be the first 3 months of the year. This is going to be winter to spring, so January, February, March, what I'm seeing for you. So astrology wise, you're gonna see some community, some friendships flourishing. You're gonna have some support that arrives from unexpected places and long-term dreams that are going to feel more achievable, right? This is the time where you are literally going to be going after some sort of passion project, and for some of you, it's gonna be career. I'm just seeing right there, it says new career. So for some of you, this is going to be a passion project. For some of you, it's going to be a new career. This is you seeking something new because your soul is awakening something new, right? You want something. Your emotions are feeling more controlled. You're feeling more confident. You feel like you have more balance in your life. You're basically going to start off the year feeling just with a new perspective, feeling like you're ready to take on the world, if that makes any sense. You're going to want to take new opportunities. And you might be also asking for some feedback from other people and being open to like, hey, how can I improve? So this could be improving in your career. This could be improving and your personally, but overall just seeing you improving. Now, during the spring/summer months, so this is going to be April, May, June, right? I see some different things coming for you. So first of all, we have some, astrology-wise, we have some career surprises, or there might be some career changes that emerge. I see Uranus pushing you forward towards innovation and freedom when it comes to your, that's summer. So your professional life. So you are going to be kind of facing the status quo head to head and being like, you know what? I want to break out of what I did previously and I want to do something completely new. Also for some of you, I could see, for some reason, I'm seeing like a path that somebody carved for you. So maybe some of you were doing a job that your family, your mom, somebody wanted you to do, and you're like, you know what, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do something different. For some of you, I see you guys getting in a relationship or even getting out of a relationship and into a new one. I see you guys finding new love, flirting. For some of you, also, we have the Three of Swords, and this is the heartbreak card, but I more am focusing on the journal, so I could see some of you guys starting to journal. So we have, because we have like the pen here, we have the journal, we have this open book. So I see you guys journaling or doing something that like makes you more reflective of your work and also taking on some sort of new creative hobby. Now during the summer, right, / early fall, this is going to be July, August, and September. This is what I am seeing for you, my amazing Virgo risings. So I am seeing, as far as it comes to your astrology, you're going to be entering your quiet phase, right? This is going to be a time of spiritual growth. This is going to be a time of healing, time of rest, as Jupiter moves behind the scenes. So basically taking the next step now, this is more like taking the next step into your growth period, seeing that you have a lot of options when it comes to moving forward with your life, and you are going to be getting a lot of social opportunity. It's so funny that the time that we want to kind of pull back and be more reclusive is the time that people are like hitting you up more and being like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? Hey, what are you doing during this time? Hey, like, what are you doing here? But I can see you guys really pulling back from that. Maybe some of you are figuring out that you want to give back to the community. Maybe some of you had, like, I see for some of you, you guys could have had a rough kind of teenagehood, early adulthood, where you guys would kind of like go to stores and steal and stuff. That's what I'm seeing for some of you. Some of you, okay, not all of you. But I could see you wanting to give back. Maybe you're kind of facing this and being like, nah, maybe those weren't the greatest choices, and wanting to be more a better, honest, more moral person is what I'm seeing for you as well. Now, to end the year, during October, November, and December, this is what I'm seeing for you. This is a time of emotional and financial boundaries that are strengthening for you. During the end of the year, you're basically going to be stepping into your personal empowerment and your discernment. So the end of the year is kind of when you're going to be really noticing changes, but it's not going to be until 2026 that you're seeing more. So for some of you, career came up a lot. So for some of you, maybe that creative passion led to you wanting to become self-employed. Maybe for some of you, because you had, a spiritual phase, you're going to want to do something with that. I'm hearing Reiki for some of you. This is also going to be a time where you're kind of reflecting. Like I said, diary. A lot of you are going to start a diary or journal. And kind of reflecting on your past decisions and being like, okay, what am I going to take with me to 2027? What am I leaving behind? This is going to be a time where you're going to kind of change your mind about certain things and embrace a new journey. You're going to basically be like, maybe I don't want to do this career. Maybe I don't want to be in this relationship. And really picking apart the things that in your life that you see now were holding you back. That way, when you step into 2027, you are a brand new person and you're ready to fully embrace the year for 2027. So that is what I'm seeing for you, my amazing Virgo risings. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you haven't, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell to be notified when I post, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my amazing Libra risings. So let's talk about your year of 2026 for January, February, and March. So as far as astrology goes, I see some career success and recognition in your career peaking. You're basically going to be seen, you're going to be respected, and advancing publicly when it comes to your job. So I see people really clinging onto you at work. This could be even you making new friends, and you finally being able to reap what you have been sowing. You've been working really hard towards this, and people are finally going to be noticing at work, like, here is, you're doing great, you're doing amazing. So marrying for money, I don't think this is a literal thing. I think this is more of like, oh, this would be so much easier if I married for money. This would be so much easier if I did this. And some of you might even be thinking about it, but you're not necessarily going to be acting on it. I also see you kind of taking, maybe looking back over the previous years of any hurt that you might have faced during 2025. For some of you, I see somebody backstabbed you. This could be at work. This could be friends that kind of backstabbed you, and being able to take a step back and being like, wow, I didn't like this. How am I going to move forward with this person, with this situation going forward into 2026? Also, kind of, you're going to kind of have like a existential moment, I want to say, as well. An existential moment when you're going to kind of look back and be like, we are so tiny in this universe. I don't know why. I feel like a lot of you are going to be having that moment. Like, we are such a tiny little thing in this universe. And almost, for some of you, almost like a spiritual awakening, I want to see, where you're finally realizing like, whoa, we're so tiny in this grand scheme of things. So during spring/summer, April, May, and June, what I'm seeing for you is all right here. So going into your astrology for those months, my Libra risings, I see some relationships that are being tested for balance and for integrity. So again, this could be the person, for some of you, you got backstabbed at work, you got backstabbed with a friend, somebody did something, maybe they even spoke about you behind your back and said something that was very disrespectful, and you being like, am I going to forgive this person or am I going to let them go? Because like I said, your relationships are being tested during this time. I am also seeing, let's see, Saturn is also basically going to come into play during these months, and it's basically asking for maturity and fairness when it comes to partnerships. So when I get this gracefully aging card, it doesn't mean like literally gracefully aging. I mean, for some of you it could be, but for most of you, I feel like you maturing as a person, as a whole. So you are going to be reflecting on past experiences. You are also going to be more open to working with people. I feel like your luck is going to be changing. If your luck was rough, which for some of you it was, because you had some sort of backstabbing or some person that did something shady to you behind your back, luck is definitely going to be turning around for you. I see a new opportunity, but you might not yet be ready to take it. You're kind of still playing it safe when it comes to that. And also just basically finding your balance, finding the balance between peace and disruption, right? Trying to find how to mark your target, and finally trying to figure out how to take off the blindfold to figure out where you are going, where you need to go moving forward during the year. Because you can see this person is like, they might have a blindfold that is binding them and they can't see, but also it's them being like, you know what, I got this anyways because I already hit the mark, I already know what I'm doing, and kind of being like, okay, I grew from the person that I was last year and growing into a new sense of self. You're also going to be overly emotional, but I feel like in a positive way, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't think it's a bad sort of emotional. Okay, that was also your summer and fall. So this is going to be, that's going to be literally from April all the way into September. You're also going to be getting some new friendships, collaborations, and community involvement during that time as well. So now let's get into the late fall / winter months. So this is October, November, and December of the year. This is what I am seeing for you, my amazing Libra risings. So I see quite a few things. For some of you, I see, okay, a few things. I see your world turning upside down, okay? I see you guys either facing a breakup, and basically constantly feeling like you were a victim in the situation when it comes to your relationship, or you just finally breaking out of the victim mentality in general. You're also, like I said, continuing on to the end of the year, finding a way to balance your peace, your work life, your home life, everything that is going on, because you have so many moving parts. You have your friends that you are focusing on. You have your career that you are focusing on. For some of you, you guys might be facing this new situation when it comes to your romance, right? But for some of you, however, I see you guys getting committing to somebody on a deeper level, or maybe you are going through a breakup that's meant to happen because eventually you are going to find the person that you are meant to be with. And for some of you, I see a past person coming back into your life. And this wasn't a toxic person. This wasn't a toxic ex. This was a ex that kind of could have come back because that's coming back and the relationship ended. Not because one of you guys cheated or something toxic, but because you guys kind of were like, you know what, maybe we're not meant to be together. Maybe we want two different things, or maybe you guys weren't ready for a much deeper commitment, and you guys are going to come together and realize, like, you know what, maybe we will work this time. So that's what I'm seeing for my Libra risings. So yes, that's what I'm seeing for your year. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to be notified when I post, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my Scorpio risings. Welcome, welcome, welcome to your 2026. I see a lot of things happening for you in 2026, my amazing Scorpio rising. This is going to be the first 3 months of your year. I separated it per season. So this is going to be what's happening for you during January, February, March, and then we're going to move forward with the next batch and talk about that as well, till we get to the end of the year. So during the first 3 months, as far as astrology goes, this is going to be a time for you to travel. You might be thinking of traveling. You might be thinking of learning higher education. This could be a time where you are kind of looking within, which makes sense with the Hermit here, and wanting to expand, and doing it in a positive way. So being like, you know what? So Two of Wands also is all about expansion. It's about taking a step back, reflecting on who you were, who you want to be, and finally starting to come up with a plan to become that person that you want to be. So for some of you, I'm also seeing you reconnecting. You're reconnecting with your hope. You're reconnecting with your purpose in life. I also see you guys also deepening a relationship. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. So you could be having a very positive relationship. If you are taken, this could be you like fully becoming more deeper with that person. Or if you are single, I see you making a new connection with somebody that is really going to vibe with you. It could be through social media. And for some of you, I see some professional assistance. So like I said, this is going to be a time where you are kind of looking inwards and wanting to expand your horizons. This could be you wanting to expand your finances. This could be you expanding your learning, like I said, traveling, and asking for some professional assistance when it comes to like, hey, how can I start investing in stocks? How can I travel here? You know what I mean? Like you asking for advice for somebody that knows better. This could even be like a learning thing. So you taking a course from somebody that knows better, from somebody that knows like, hey, this is the person I want to be. I know what I want to do. This person has what I want. They're going to mentor me, or you're going to take some sort of course. So that's what I'm seeing for you. And it's more like a one-on-one sort of course for most of you, but for some of you, it could be kind of like online as well. Now, it could be online as well, sorry. So now for your spring, summer months, so this is April, May, and June. What I'm seeing as far as astrology is that work routines are basically going to stabilize and some healthier habits are going to improve. And making sure that you are structured is going to also help support your growth. So basically, like I said, this is going to be a time where you are healing. You're going to have new health habits. So your intuition and your healing powers are going to guide you to a better path. Just be careful. So making sure that, yes, you are being guided towards a path, right? But not becoming a little too woo-woo where you're not focusing on the realistic things that are happening, right? Also, 8 of Cups. We have 8 of Cups and 9 of Cups. That is interesting. Okay, so this is you stepping away from your old self. This is you stepping away from your old patterns. This is you wanting to move forward with a new pattern when it comes to your health. This is also emotional health as well. Maybe you were doing something. Maybe you had some sort of bad habit, like smoking, or something like that. For some of you, I'm hearing smoking, drinking. Some sort of health habit that you needed to change that is also going to overall affect your mental health and make you happier in general as well. I also see some of you basically working with someone when it comes to work routines. So you could be collaborating with someone when it comes to work as well. So that is what I'm seeing for your spring/summer months. Now let's talk about summer to early fall. So this is going to be July, August, and September. So as far as astrology goes, I see some careers opportunities that are beginning to surge for some of you. Oh, that's your fall, sorry. Also some recognition, some leadership, and some advancement arrives when it comes to your work as well. So like I said, you're being recognized for what you do when it comes to your work. The King of Wands, this is literally you entering your creative era, your creative like leadership phase. This is you being a leader. This is you taking charge. This is people noticing you, because Wands, I feel like, is also like the social card, right? For some reason, the Wands also remind me of like social things. I know that Swords is more like mental and communication, but for some reason Wands is, for me, feels like free energy, fire energy, you know, things like that. So I see you really embracing. You also, I feel like speaking more, so unblocking that throat chakra and speaking up for yourself more, speaking up more at work, and basically becoming more like people are going to be noticing that as well. You guys might still be going through some mental health struggles as well, or this could be you, like the habits that you are trying to break. This could be you stopping to, like, I'm just using smoking as an example, but it could literally be any habit that you know that is negative. It could be overeating, it could be not working out, it could literally be anything. But I see you guys struggling with it as like, because you guys got so used to that old habit that you guys are struggling, like, oh, why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Why did I choose to stop? But you guys are overall going to be able to break free from that thinking. Also, the Five of Pentacles is a card of desire and gratification, which manifests itself in flattery and false promises made to gain short-term satisfaction. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. So pay attention to your job as well. Pay attention to the opportunities that arise for you in your career. And if it sounds too good to be true, make sure that you get all the info before you decide to take a jump on anything when it comes to your career or finances. Now, let's go to the end of the year. So this is going to be October, November, December of 2026. This is what I am seeing for you, my Scorpio risings. So we have a whole bunch of things. This is going to be a time where you are more, again, reclusive again, right? This is also going to be a time where your home and your family life are going, and the dynamics are going to transform. Your emotional roots are also going to deepen and heal, because Six of Swords, when I see the Six of Swords, I always automatically think of healing. Six of Swords is knowing that you have baggage, right? And wanting to move forward anyways. Is wanting to know that, like, you know what, I know that I did this in the past, or I know that this hurt me in the past, or I know that I had this way of thinking, this bad habit in the past, but finally being able to be like, you know what, but I'm going to move forward anyway. So the Page of Cups, upside down, right? It basically represents a situation of frustration or irresponsibility, where the effort put in does not yield tangible results. So this could be a situation in your work. This could be a situation personally. This could be when it comes to your habit, again, the negative habit that you're trying to break out of. Maybe you are feeling like, oh, like I keep messing up, or I keep restarting, or I keep eating bad again. But know that, like, that's okay. That's all a part of life. You know, it's progress, not perfection. Also, like I said, it's going to be a time of family dynamics. So you're definitely going to be celebrating, having some sort of joy when it comes to your relationships, your family life. You're going to be having a lot of fun with it. The Three of Swords upside down, I also see that some storms are dissipating for you. Feelings are mended, and inner confusion and hurt can be shared or released. So you, like I said, overcoming these emotions and the things that you were stuck on before. Also know that your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. A lot of you guys have been getting a lot of like angels protecting you cards, which I think is so beautiful. So that's what I see for you, my Scorpio Risings. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! All right, my Sagittarius Risings, hello. If you are Sagittarius Rising, welcome to the club. So am I. So this is going to be your reading. I'm splitting it per season. So this is what's going to be happening during the beginning of the year. So January, February, and March of 2026. This is what I am saying for you. So starting off, when it comes to your astrology, this is going to be a time, these first 2 months is going to be a time of intimacy and your shared finances evolving, right? This is emotional depth that is going to be strengthening bonds. So I see the King of Swords and Queen of Cups. I see this as the people, for those of you that are in a relationship, because I feel like a lot of you guys are, I'm getting the sense that you guys are in a relationship. Not all of you, like I said, not all of you, but I'm getting the sense that like you are the Queen of Cups energy and they are the King of Swords energy, or vice versa, right? Like this is you as a power couple. This is your energy, their energy, and you guys are really going to be becoming closer during the first 3 months of the year. So I see for one, the person that your significant other, or this could be you, like I said, this is going to be a time where this person is taking action and determination. They're basically stepping into a leadership role. They're also becoming more calm and imaginative. So they're not going to be as cranky. If they were a cranky person, they're not going to be as cranky as they used to be. And also, this is a time where you're also becoming more imaginative. You're more intuitive during this time. This is also you're going to be more romantic in your romantic era. You're going to be more compassionate, generous, kind, and forgiving. And I just see you guys, if you are in a relationship, just really bonding during these first 3 months. You are also going to hit some sort of goal. It's not telling me what goal, but you're going to face some kind of milestone, some kind of huge milestone. This could be something that you have been wanting. This could be career-wise, personal-wise, even for some of you, for most of you probably, it could also be relationship-wise, but you're hitting some sort of milestone when it comes to your life that you're going to really be like, oh shoot, I can't believe I did it. I can't believe I got that promotion. I can't believe that I hit 5,000 subscribers. I can't, it's going to be some sort of huge milestone for you. So know that this milestone is also going to trigger a new journey that is going to be happening either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. So sit back, sit tight, because 2026 is going to be the year of your brand new journey. So what are we saying for spring/summer? So this is going to be April, May, and June for you guys. Oh, sorry, that's not it. Oh. Okay, so I'm seeing some career surprises or changes that emerge when it comes to your career. Uranus could be pushing you toward innovation and freedom when it comes to your professional life, okay? There's so many wands energy, so much fire energy in my Sagittarius risings. Okay, this could also be like I'm seeing some creative commitments that are going to be demanding your focus, and passion becomes more purposeful. Goodness gracious, which is perfect for this fire energy. This wands energy is all about fire energy. This fire energy is all about passions, is all about creativity. So you are really going to be focused on creativity, on a passion for you, on a passion a passion that is really going to be driving you during the early spring to summer months. So I see the Queen of Wands is steady and magnanimous with great power of action, determination, and ability, holy attitude, honesty, and conscious. And also the Mountain. Know that you are being protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. So during the April, May, and June is when you're really gonna have an increase on your passion projects. For some of you, I am getting energy as in like passion working on social media and really getting the kick up. For some of you, whatever this passion may be, you're going to really be focusing on it, and you guys might have some challenges that are coming, but your drive is going to be so boosted that you're going to be like, you know what, whatever, come at me, bro. If that makes any sense. Now, during the summer/early fall months, you're going to have some adventure that comes into play. So this is going to be September, October, November. No, it's going to be July, August, September. There you go. July, August, September. You're going to have some adventure that returns, some travel, publishing. This could be education, focusing on education or expansion that is lighting you up. So for some of you, for a lot of you, so we have 3 of coins, Queen of coins, 5 of coins. So I see a lot of finances, right? These are a lot of finances. These are maybe something when it comes to your finances that is lighting you up, that is making you excited. Maybe some sort of project that you're collaborating with other people on. Maybe you are also, publishing. For some of you, you guys might begin writing something. You guys might be taking a course that requires you to write more. So I see that expanding for you too, that's going to be what lights you up during those months. So we have the 8 of Swords. This indicates that life provides us with a lot of experience and puts us in situations of intense scrutiny. It foretells that one will get into a situation that one will get into and has gone into a difficult situation and needs to start a new struggle. So this is you guys, and the Hangman indicates a lack of independent action, waiting for others, delays, and bottlenecks. It also represents a willingness to sacrifice emotionally without expecting anything in return. Okay, so what I'm getting from these 2 cards, we have the 8 of Swords and we have the Hangman. So this could be something was holding you back, but this wasn't you that was holding yourself back, if that makes any sense. This is somebody else that was holding you back, and you were so patient with them. This could be even from this, whatever this is, the 3 of Coins, where you were collaborating with when you were trying to collaborate with somebody, and this could be like they were holding you back and they weren't doing their part, and you're like, you know what, I need to be the one to take action if I'm going to move forward with this. Now, during the late fall / winter months, so October, November, December, I'm seeing the 5 of Swords, I'm seeing the 10 of Cups, I'm seeing the 5 of Cups, I am seeing the 7 of Pentacles, and I'm seeing love. So back to our romance. So first of all, 5 of Swords, this is, I'm trying to see, 5 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups. I feel like these 2 go hand in hand together. This could be you, Five of Cups, Five of Swords, stepping away from something that was kind of keeping you back in the past. Like I said, this could be you stepping away from that other person. This is also going to be a time where you're focusing on family and relationships. In fact, when it comes to your astrology, this is a time where relationships are going to be shifting unexpectedly. So that could also be this energy, the Five of Cups and Five of Swords energy that I see, that like you reflecting on the relationship. This is also going to be a time where you're going to feel more free and authentic and redefining commitment and what commitment means to you. So you committing to, again, when it comes to your finances, your passion project, and finally working hard towards it. You know, this year has been a slow but steady work, and it definitely is going to, but you have a long-term vision and spirit that's definitely you're going to obtain whatever goal that this is. Also, for some of you, I see some love that surrounds you, some connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. I see relationships improving with you. Which is absolutely amazing. So anyways, that is it for you, my Sagittarius Rising. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. If you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell to be notified when I post, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my Capricorn Rising. So if you're a Capricorn Rising, this is going to be how your year is going to go for 2026. I am dividing it by seasons, so this is going to kickstart the 2026 year for you. So this is going to be your winter/spring months, so January, February, and March for you. So as far as astrology goes, I see some partnerships that are flourishing for you guys, some love contracts and collaborations that bring luck and support. So for some of you, it's going to be starting off by finding somebody that is uninterested, or you losing interest in somebody and stepping away from somebody that wasn't meant for you in order to embrace who you are meant to be with going forward. I also see you guys wanting to make some sort of plans when it comes to, this could be like social life. This could be, again, like collaborations, because these first 3 months are going to be all about collaborating. But know that you have to have patience when it comes to this, okay? Don't be impatient when it comes to these, you asking for collaborations, you going to social situations, or you wanting you want to open up in your social life more, if that makes any sense. But don't be impatient about it. Know that new friends are coming, new opportunities are coming, new collaborations are coming. Just be patient when it comes to it. I also see a few things. You're going to be feeling more hopeful and reconnecting again to your soul's purpose, which is absolutely amazing. A bright future is definitely coming for you, and it is starting off in the beginning months. Because you have worked hard, right? You have worked hard, and you were starting to feel doubtful and not have much self-confidence and continued motivation. So, but know that you are going to break out of that. So you might be feeling these 3 things during the first month or 2, and towards the end, like March, you might be finally healing from all of that. Now let's talk about your spring/summer. So how's your spring/summer going to look? How is April, May, and June going to look for you, my amazing Capricorn Risings? So as far as when it comes to your astrology, I see home responsibilities that are increasing for you. I see that you're building a stable foundation for your future. So like I said, King of Pentacles, this is, definitely balancing out your home life, your work life, and building something anew, right? You guys might also be facing some challenges. And this could be because you are taking on more responsibilities when it comes to your household, but that's because you are finally going to be like, you know what? I want to work hard. I don't want to be the person that I was before, where I was spending too much time at work, or not focusing on this, not focusing on that. But this is going to be a time where you're realizing that you want that part of your life to end. This is basically going to be a death of a project, plan, relationship, destroying your existing life, which is what I feel like you're going to be doing, destroying your existing life, then dying and rebirthing and creating a new one. So yes, this could be you working more. This could be you focusing more on house responsibilities or things like that to create that life that you have been wanting. But there are going to be So there are going to be challenges ahead, but know that it's going to bring forth a new and positive future. Also, we have the Five of Swords and we have the Seven of Wands. So two different things. The Five of Swords reverse indicates finally getting a grip on competitive impulses, freeing oneself from selfish behavior and stopping fearless arguments. So like I said, you might have felt cornered. A lot of people were arguing with you. Maybe a lot of people were expecting things of you, and you are done with that. Don't want to be that person anymore. You want to move forward. You want to live a new life. You want to break free from this. And so this is you going to be finally stepping into that energy. Now for summer into early fall. So this is going to be July, August, September for you, my Capricorn risings. We have shared finances. So shared finances and emotional intimacy that is going to deepen. Trust is also going to become transformative. Yes, you guys got the Tower. Do not fear. Don't start freaking out. I promise the Tower is not always a bad thing. Okay? In fact, the Tower needs to happen because, like I said, the previous months you got death, which is literally the death of your old life. And in order to create a new beginning, then guess what? Everything else from the past must crumble. And that is what is going to happen. So this could be a new job. This could be maybe some sort of relationship. Maybe you need to embrace something that you did when it comes to your relationship. Maybe you have not been communicating with that person and you need to open up about something. But this is going to be basically a big change that is happening. It's going to shake the world, or your world, I should say, but it's going to be overall a positive thing. This is also a time because, like I said, this is a time of shared finances. The Four of Pentacles is basically going to be you defending and protecting your family's assets, traditional values, and also represents a miser who holds onto his assets. So this could be you not wanting to share some finances, but that is okay. This is also going to be a time where you are being recognized. So you are going to be struggling, definitely, internally. But people are going to be like, oh my gosh, on the outside, like, oh my gosh, you are changing so much. And people are going to be noticing that. So it's a good thing. I promise it's a good thing. I know it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But it'll be okay. I promise. Because that's also going to be a time where your relationship becomes closer as well, because if you are in a relationship, because like I said, it says trust is becoming transformative and you're going to be opening up more communication wise. Okay, so now late fall to winter. So this is October, November, and December. Some work routines are going to change, modernize, shift. New systems are going to improve your efficiency and your health. So I see you guys wanting to improve your mental health, your physical health. I also see you guys so King of Wands and Swords. I see mental health, creative projects. This could be your work routine that you're trying to modernize. So this could be maybe your work routine wasn't working for you in the past, which makes sense because the other cards that I got was like you not being able to balance life and work too much. So for some of you, that's going to be you being like, you know what, I need to change the way that I work in order to make sure that I am embracing who I truly want to be. Also, like I said, improving your health. You got the Six of Cups reverse, which means that you are refusing to face the present and the future. A loss of childlike spirit, a lack of fun, stereotypes, conservatism, and stubbornness. So like I said, you need to modernize your way of working. This could be you not having the time to fully relax, enjoy yourself because you were so focused on work. You were so focused on this, on that, and not really able to enjoy yourself as you should, and that could have made you a little bit stingy, a little bit rough, right? We have the Queen of Wands reversed, so this is about uncertainty about one's own abilities and lack of confidence because, like I said, you are not used to embracing that. You are kind of like shut off from that because you were so focused on work, on finances, on this, on that, that you taking a step back and being like, oh shoot, maybe I should change the way that I eat. Maybe I should change that. You're going to start to feel a little bit like take a little hit to the ego, if that makes any sense. So it's going to lead to things getting in the way, difficulties not being solved, but don't let that stop you. Please, 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 please. You are definitely going to be facing obstacles. And I feel like for you, it's going to be more of a year of internal struggles versus external struggles, which is so funny because you start the year off with external struggles, people seeing things, noticing things, maybe like just pointing fingers at you, but you're going to end the year more with internal struggles. That's not a bad thing, okay? You need to work through these things in order to move forward in the future. So I feel like a lot of people, 2026 is going to be the year of growth, and 2027 is going to be the year where you finally embrace who you're meant to be. And I feel like that's also going to be the same thing for you, my Capricorn risings. So anyways, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my amazing Aquarius risings. So this is going to be your reading for 2026. I separated it by seasons, starting off with the winter/spring months. So this is going to be the first 3 months, January, February, March. So as far as astrology goes for you, my Aquarius risings, your day-to-day life is going to be where you start focusing and seeing improvements on. This is also going to be a time where you might be getting some new work opportunities, or maybe just being overall productive, and maybe being more aligned when it comes to your health and wellness. So for you, it's getting rid of the old self, right? Focusing on improving daily habits when it comes to your health and letting go of who you were previously. You're going to be embracing this new journey. And I feel like this is a new journey of productivity. This is a new journey of you embracing some new wellness opportunities, right? This is about you celebrating the new changes that you are ready to bring. So you are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. It is time for you to fully embrace that. So I also see for you 2 more cards. I have the 5 of Cups reversed, which indicates regrets, failure, sadness, frustration, and pessimism about the future, and self-hatred. So this could be the triggering moment. This could be this could literally be the triggering moment where you're like, oh my gosh, I don't like who I was. Oh my gosh, I spent so much time eating junk food, or I spent so much time doing A, B, or C that was so negative. I need to change. And that's what's going to kind of kickstart this new wellness improvement. And it's going to be, so I feel like the beginning month or so, or month or 2 months, you're going to kind of be going through that struggle, like, oh shoot, I need to change these habits. I need to change my way of thinking. I need to change my way of living. I need to change my overall wellness. And during like March, I feel like is when you're fully going to start embracing your new and exciting life. So the 7 of Swords represents imagination that is used to obtain desired results, as well as deception, betrayal, trickery. So I don't think this has anything to do with deception, betrayal, or trickery. I think specifically more for you. This is going to be you finally seeing the mistakes that you made in the past and being like, what can I now do differently in order to make sure that my future looks different? And you finally being able to picture that in your head, like, this is what I want my future to look like. And this is more, like I said, productive things, like productivity things. So this could be like work life. This could be, for most of you, I'm seeing like wellness and health. So during the spring and the summer for you, so this is going to be April, May, and June. A lot of things are coming up. So first of all, for your astrology, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing some creative freedom that is exploding. I'm seeing some for some of you, there's going to be some romance, art, and self-expression that feels electric. So your sense of self-expression, for example, I see you guys really, like I said, the first 3 months you were kind of focusing and shifting and getting ready to shift, right? Your wellness habits, your health habits. And I see you finally like really working hard towards that. When it comes to your wellness and your health, this is a time where the wheel of fortune is going to be reversed, and basically going to be a time where you're finally going to start noticing results on the outside. You're going to start feeling more confident. You might also be getting some new opportunities coming for you as well. So the Knight of Pentacles is about indicates let's see, working digital. Okay, so this is you working hard. So this is you working hard. I feel like this isn't necessarily you working hard financially, but you working hard towards your wellness and your health. This is also going to be a time where you're feeling a lot more confident because of that, right? You're going to feel more your self-expression is definitely going to be feeling more electric, like I said. So you're going to definitely be feeling more enthusiastic, have more energy, have a bright vision of what you want to do in the future. So it's also going to be a time where you feel a little bit more like time where you are feeling like you want to give back. You might even be like, oh my gosh, let me help this person lose weight. Let me help this person get rid of their negative habits. Let me help this person. But honestly, don't do that yet, because you are just starting this journey. Don't take on a leadership role if you are still on that journey and just started that journey, if that makes any sense, because that could be deceptive, if that makes any. I hope that makes sense. Like that, I feel like you are going to be feeling so enthused and like ecstatic and happy and excited about like the new like changes that you're making in your life, that you're going to be like, oh, why can't I teach this? Why can't I do this for other people? But you just started, so please don't try teaching it to other people, because you have just started your journey. You are not there yet. Maybe in the future, but not at the beginning, if that makes any sense. I hope you have more to learn before you become the teacher, not the teached, I guess. So this is for your summer / early fall. So this is July, August, and September. I'm seeing some partnerships expand, some love and collaborations happening. They're going to make you feel more lucky and supportive. For you specifically, okay, don't pay attention to that. You guys are going to get, for some of you, I see some sort of like health problems, because you guys have been living this new lifestyle, right? This new wellness lifestyle. I feel like for some of you, your immune system is going to kind of reset. So you're going to get sick. This could be a flu. This could be some sort of like illness. Don't worry. It's nothing like severe, but it's definitely going to be something like, I never caught the flu before, and I never caught this before, or I never felt this bad before with this. But that's because, like I said, your immune system is changing because you have new habits that are forming, but it's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. So I am seeing some partnerships specifically with your work. I see you being more career focused, maybe collaborating with a coworker, putting more effort into something when it comes to your career goals. I see the 5 of Swords. Why can't I talk today? I also see the 5 of Swords. So this is you basically kind of noticing the struggles, the problems, and how do I say this in like a positive way? I almost feel like there is going to be some certain things that you are going to try to hold on to, and there are going to be some not so positive habits, not so positive, there's going to be something that isn't necessarily positive that you might cling on to, if that makes any sense. I hope that makes sense. Like I said, please be careful when it comes to trying to teach other people something that you are barely learning, because they could feel a loss of trust with you. But overall, you are going to be feeling more stronger, more courageous, especially after this illness, after you get over that. But I see that kind of happening in like September for you. Now, during the late fall / winter months, during October, November, and December, as far as your astrology goes, I see your identity transforming and deepening. You're also going to be stepping into your power. So this is you feeling motivated, you having that time to like reflect on yourself and reflecting on your goals, and seeing again how you messed up in the past, because like I said, it's progress, not perfection. There are going to be times, especially during the earlier years, where you're going to realize that you made some mistakes, and maybe I shouldn't have done that, maybe I shouldn't have said that, and you're going to be really reflecting on it, and you're going to overall just be like, you know what, I know what I need to do moving forward. So I see somebody, okay, so happiness, hater, and 2 of Wands reversed. So I could see there could be somebody that is jealous of your relationship. This could be somebody that is, maybe your partner has somebody that is like, oh my gosh, I want to be with this person, and they don't like the fact that you are happy with this person. This could be somebody that is draining you emotionally. So just pay attention to what is happening, making sure that if somebody that is in your partner's life that is a happiness hater, that you are being clear about your communication. You guys are setting boundaries as well. So that is what I'm seeing for you, my amazing Aquarius Rising for 2026. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading as much as I enjoyed making it. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell to be notified when I post. We'll see you in the next one. Bye! Hello, my Pisces Rising. Welcome to your reading for 2026. This is what I see coming for you. I separated it by seasons, and we're going to start off with the winter/spring season. So they're starting off with January, February, and March. So as far as astrology goes, what I'm seeing for you is creativity and romancing flourishing for you. There's also going to be some joy, some passion, and inspiration that lead the way. So maybe in the past, during 2025, you had a lot of conflict. Maybe you had some unresolved conflict, I should say. But this is going to be a time where you're finally embracing that and being like, I know the mistakes that I made in the past, and being able to finally close this chapter and emerge with a new chapter. So I see a lot of overwhelming, just positive energy, motivation, you getting ready to face the year and feeling so excited about facing 2026 and being like, I am just feeling positive. I know that good things are going to be happening for me. So also, I feel like this is more associated with this as well. In the past, you could have been the type of person that kind of makes excuses or blamed others for their conflicts, for the things that happened to them. And you're kind of finally going to be like, oh shoot, this was me all along. And you kind of going through that shadow, that like dark night of the soul, before you're finally able to step back into your spiritual awakening, happiness, positive era in your life. So I see this happening more like March, end of March, January, February. You might be facing, kind of still going through the feels. Now, as far as spring and summer, so April, May, and June for you. Okay, maybe for some of you, you're spending too much money. Maybe for some of you, you need to reassess your finances, basically, right? Things need to change for you when it comes to your finances. I also see your self-worth is also requiring discipline, which is perfect for the Strength card here. Because this is basically you stepping into your power and being like, okay, shoot, I don't want to be that person that I was in the past. I want a new beginning, right? I don't want to be that person that blamed other people for my problems. I want to embrace this new person that I am. So this is all about, okay, we also got the Six of Swords capsized. So this basically says your inability to get through difficulties and not using the full potential of rational, scientific, systematic, and logical thinking. As a result, the objectivity was compromised. So basically, this is you trying to overcome your past sense of self, your self-worth, because you kind of put into perspective, this is who I was in the past, and you kind of faced that dark night of the soul era where you realize that you aren't the person that you're meant to be. Yes, you are going to feel better about it, but there are going to be times where you're going to kind of sink back into that hole why was I like this? Why was I this type of person? But you have to make sure that you don't stay in that hole. And you're able to pull yourself out of it, okay? Know that, new beginnings are happening, and yes, it's going to be rough, but this is overall a positive thing, and it was meant to happen. For some of you, I see a new crush, new love, catching feelings for somebody. A new romantic opportunity is coming for you. And also for your finances, as far as your finances go, I see that you are going to try to basically, you're going to be focusing on your finances and using that energy to solve any problems and issues that you are having with your finances, which is going to be creating a new path for you when it comes to work. Maybe you're getting a promotion. Maybe you want to do something different. I see that happening for you as well. Now, during the summer / early fall, so this is going to be July, August, and September, I see some things happening for you. So first of all, I see a lot of, like, for some of you, I see like queer energy. Some of you, this could be coming out as well. And I also see basically your work and your health improving. Daily routines are going to feel more rewarding. Sorry, that's not it. Our daily routines are going to be feeling more rewarding as well. So you are going to be focusing on balance. You're going to be focusing on higher education. This could be you getting a new job. This could be on something that you're passionate about. You're also going to be focusing on just improving how you are with other people, your relationships, also being more mindful of the choices that you make in your day-to-day life as well. And you're overall just going to be feeling more emotional, but in a positive way, if that makes any sense, because you're going to feel more aligned to who you're meant to be. Also, so let's finish off the year. So this is your late fall / winter. So October, November, and December. How are we going to finish off the year, my Pisces risings? So a lot is happening for you. Home and family shifts occur, and you're redefining what safe really means for you. So maybe you were plagued with nightmares. Maybe you have a lot of trauma from your past, right? Maybe you were judged a lot by others, your significant other, your family, your friends, and that wasn't, you're realizing like, this also brought me down. So yes, maybe I didn't always take accountability for my conflicts or my issues, but there were times where other people were the issue, and you're finally going to be able to start seeing this and redefining like, okay, well, if these people aren't working for me, if these people aren't my people, who are? And you're going to be embracing the Page of Wands energy. So finding new social circles, new community, and embracing, you're also going to be talking to people. So the Page of Swords is a collector of information, messages, gathering data and information, because you're gonna be like, oh shoot, you're analyzing and realizing that you weren't always a problem. Yes, there were times where you were, but there were times where you weren't, and you're going to kind of start finding your people and redefining what safe means to you and who your people truly are. I see you guys also, some of you, embracing on a new financial journey. And also the King of Pentacles reversed. So when you start embracing this financial journey, make sure that you don't become too obsessed with money. And also when you are finding your people and trying to find your community, make sure that you don't become too obsessed with your social status, because this King of Pentacles in reverse is kind of your warning sign to not make this your whole personality and regressing back to who you were in the beginning of the year, if that makes any sense. So little forewarning for you, but that is how your year is going to go, my amazing Pisces risings. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, be notified when I post. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.